video will be about my proctectomy surgery that I received that I had done March 13th, 2024. If you haven't seen my other videos, I talk about my proctectomy experience that was on February 6th, my hematoma experience that was around February 18th, and now my proctectomy surgery that was on March 13th, 2024. So this is my third surgery throughout my colorectal experience, my colorectal cancer experience. If you're new here, I am now cancer-free. I was diagnosed with colorectal cancer back in June 2024, as around my 40th birthday. I had ulcerative colitis since my teen years. I had ulcerative colitis for over 20 years. But now, due to my proctectomy surgery, I no longer have ulcerative colitis, and I am cancer-free. I have been through radiation, chemotherapy, and these mini surgeries to battle my colorectal cancer, which I survived, and I am here telling you my story now. So like I said, this video is going to be about my proctectomy surgery. So during my proctectomy surgery back in the beginning of February, during that surgery, they took a biopsy of my anus where the cancer was sitting. It was really close to the bottom of my anus. It was attached to one of the hemorrhoids, they were telling me. So they took a biopsy of that area to see if they were able to remove all of the cancer cells. And the results said there was still some more in there. So that's why I was scheduled to have this surgery. If you didn't see my other video about my hematoma experience, a week after my proctectomy, a hematoma formed in my pelvic area when I was recovering at home, and I had to be admitted to the hospital. I called an ambulance, and they took me to the emergency room, where I was then admitted for a few more days to heal from that hematoma. So during my proctectomy surgery, my doctor said that he would also drain my hematoma during this procedure. So during this surgery, my proctectomy, they were taking out more of my anus. The muscle in my anus had the cancer cells in there, and they were going to drain my hematoma. So they're going to be killing two birds with one stone during this surgery. So prior to surgery day, that night I couldn't eat or drink after 10:30 p.m. or 11, I forget which one. But that was the only prep. And I was already pretty exhausted because I was still recovering from my proctectomy and my hematoma. And I had a Foley bag on my leg, which is the catheter. And the bag is called a Foley bag. I think the company is Foley, so they call it a Foley bag. So that was attached to my leg. And I already had my ostomy bag, which was giving me no problems. And that was so easy to deal with during this time. So I was so ready for this surgery because my doctor said after the surgery, he would be able to remove my bag because the hematoma would no longer be big enough to block my bladder. So my bladder would be functioning as normal. So I was so ready to get this Foley bag off my leg, which I had for 3 weeks. So since I couldn't drink water the night before, and I had to be at the hospital at like 6 a.m., really early the next day. I think it was always in the morning. It was 6 a.m. or 9 a.m., I don't know. All my surgeries were early. But that morning I woke up and I looked at my bag and it was entirely brown. So my urine was brown. It was brown. So that was concerning. So I went to the hospital that day and showed them and told them that I woke up with a brown Foley bag. And my doctor didn't seem that concerned because he said he believes that I was becoming dehydrated because I wasn't allowed to drink before the surgery. So he was like, let's go. Let's get this fully bag off. Let's get your bladder working so we can get you healthy again. And I was like, okay, let's do it. But I wasn't in any pain. This was the smoothest surgery out of all of my surgeries. So the normal procedure, I got my IV attached. The anesthesiologist came in and talked to me about past experience with anesthesia. I did my change into my gown, did the normal stuff. And I went in for my surgery, did the countdown. I got to about 7, and then I fell asleep. And when I woke up, they said it went well, it went smooth. I was kind of nervous that I might have complications again, like my proctectomy. Go watch that video. But everything was smooth. And they told me, I don't know if it was right after I woke up. I don't know. But they did another biopsy of that area. And the results, the tissue that they did take out that said there were still cancer cells in that area, after they took it out, they found out that there was no cancer cells in that area. So either my body fought off the cancer cells or the radiation was still working and just had to catch up. But they didn't take out any cancer cells because there was none there. It was bittersweet that I had to go through the surgery, but it was nice that there was actually no cancer cells that was in the tissue that they thought were in the tissue. So, whatever. They sewed me up. I was good. I was in the hospital for about 4 to 5 nights. And in the hospital, after they took off my Foley bag, I tried to see if I could use the bathroom. And I did, but it was very slow, and I had to push the urine out. So it was constant, hold my breath, push. If I stopped pushing, the urine would stop coming out. My heart rate kept jumping over 100 every single night, day. But I think it was because of all the medicines I was on. But they were still concerned because one time my heart rate went up to 150 beats per minute. So they're like, sit down, don't move. And usually they want you to walk to help with recovery. But they told me to sit my booty down. But besides that, everything was smooth. That was an easy hospital stay. Again, my sister was there the entire time. From March 6th to March 18th, I was admitted to the hospital 3 times for more than 3 nights each. And my sister stayed with me every single night during all of my stays. So she was there supporting me. My family, my dad came to visit one time, which was amazing. He doesn't like to venture out to the city, and he did. So I much appreciate that. That meant more to me than he knows. My mother, she stayed with me. She stayed with me after my surgery. She came to visit me and check on me. Everyone was in contact with me, all my family members, every single one. So my immediate family, they were all in contact with me and supporting me, which I felt loved throughout my whole experience. I was discharged on March 18th, and I went home to finish recovering from all my surgeries. So with that said, that was my proctectomy experience. Very smooth. And that was my last surgery. Currently, I am still healing. It's been a little over 7 months since my proctectomy surgery, and a little over 6 months. Wait, what is it? March 13th? March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Oh, tomorrow it'll be exactly 6 months since my proctectomy surgery. Oh, wow. and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm amazed at how I can sit on this hard bench, even though it is sore still down there, but I've come a long way, and I'm taking it slow and letting my body heal and letting it rest. Please share this with someone who's going through this experience, or who has gone through this experience, or is about to go through this experience, or someone who is supporting someone going through this experience. Please share this video. That's all I ask. Stay tuned for the next one.